Hello everyone, my name is Sam if you're not familiar with me. This is an intermediate level Vinyasa flow. So it's for people who are already familiar with the poses, don't need a whole lot of cueing. But that doesn't mean that you can't modify this sequence, take it at your own pace. Take a break if you need to. It's also a very quick and dynamic flow. So we'll be moving around a lot. I'm hoping to get it in a 30-minute window. This is actually my second time recording it today and my fourth time practicing it. I am not great at the technological side of things. So I'm actually doing this during my kid's nap. Him and my husband went upstairs to take a nap together in our room. So I'm filming this in his playroom because I usually film right outside our bedroom door. So it's a little chaotic too in the background, but I hope you enjoy it and yeah. All right, we'll start at the front of the mat. Bring your arms up overhead, interlace your fingers, turn your palms to face the ceiling and slide your shoulders down. Lift your heels and hug your ankles and knees in as if you were squeezing blocks between them. Tilt your tailbone down towards your heels, lengthen the back side of your neck, and press up with your hands while you keep your shoulders down. Shift your weight to your right foot and see if you can lift your left toes away from the mat. Take your left foot back behind your right leg and out to the side. Lower your right heel down and bend into your right knee. So it's a funky lunge shape to start. And then reach your hands up and over to the right. Bump your hips to the left, lift your left side rib cage. The more you bend into the right knee and press your hands away, the deeper the side bend. Come back up, lift your left knee up. Lower your foot down, inhale, arms sweep back up. Press your hips forward, exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, plank. So step back, either on your toes or knees, grip the mat with your fingertips. With an inhale, shift your weight to your hands. Exhale, lower halfway down, hold, hug your elbows in, inhale. Exhale all the way down, point your toes back, inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your right leg high. Step your right foot forward. With an inhale, look up. Lower your back knee. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Rise. Interlace your hands the opposite way you did last time. Turn your palms up. Shoulders down, lift your heels. Weight to your left foot. See if you can lift your right toes out to the side. And then right foot steps back behind you. Stay on your right toes, but lower your left heel. Bend into your left knee. Reach your hands up and over to the left. Bump your hips to the right. Come back up, right knee lifts. Lower it down, hands to your heart. Inhale, arms up. Fold. Halfway lift. High plank. Weight to your hands. Lower halfway down. Inhale. All the way down. Up dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. Left leg lifts. Step your left foot forward, look up. Forward fold. And rise. Interlace your hands, turn your palms to face the ceiling. Shift your weight to your right leg, left knee lifts. Warrior 3 3 variation. Kick your left foot back, point through your toes, press your hands away. Put a bend in your right knee, warrior 1, Virabhadrasana 1. Square your hips, lift your chest up, separate your hands, reach up and back. Humble warrior, hands behind your back, make a fist, lean forward, and round to the inside of the right leg. Reach your fist up and forward towards the front edge of your mat. Lift up halfway, release your hands down, Parsvatanasana, intense leg stretch. So you'll step your back foot in, straighten both legs, and fold forward. If you can bring your palms down to the mat, walk your fingertips in line with your toes, bend your elbows straight back. Bend your front knee, round up with the left knee lifted, arms come up, eagle, sit down into your chair, left leg crosses over the right, right arm underneath the left. Rise up, bring your palms together, and then sit down into a chair, hands to your heart. This time for chair, you're gonna have your feet hip-width distance, curl your tailbone under enough to engage your low belly, and then keep your sit bones low. Walk to the back of your mat. I think this is called a duck walk, and then go forward. And again, back. And forward. Inhale up. And then interlace your hands, turn your palms to face the ceiling. Weight to your left foot, lift your right knee. Warrior 3, press your hands away. Once you get there, point through your right toes. Warrior 1, step back, square your hips, reach your hands up and back. Hands are shoulder width distance. Humble warrior, hands behind your back, make a fist, lean forward, round to the inside of your left leg. Try to keep from dumping the weight on your left thigh. Parsvatanasana, lift up halfway, release your fingers down to the ground, step your back foot in, and then you can come up halfway, straighten both legs, and fold forward. And if you can't straighten both legs, if you're at home, you can use books or like a box to lift you away from the ground, or bend the front knee. Lift up halfway, bend the front knee, right knee comes up, arms up, eagle. Right leg crosses over the left as you sit down, left arm underneath the right. Bring your forearms parallel to the wall in front of you. Set your hips low. And rise up. Bring your palms to your heart, sit down into your chair. All right, keep your sit bones low, and then walk to the back of your mat. And then again, back. Come back up to the front. Inhale, arms up. Standing back bend. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Move through chaturanga. Up dog or cobra. And downward facing dog. Take a breath here. I don't know about you, but this room toasty. Lift your left leg high, three-legged dog. And then left knee to right elbow, shoulders over wrists. We're going into side plank on the left side. So you can lower the bottom knee if you need to. Right arm high. And if you want to go further, right hand behind your head. Dip your hips down low and lift. Keep a little bend in the bottom elbow. Low and lift. Low and lift. Lower your right hand down, side plank on the right side. So you can lower this left foot back behind you if you want, or peace fingers to the big toe, maybe even kick the foot away. We're coming into crescent lunge. So release your left foot, step it forward, lower your back knee down. Woo! Now we can breathe a little bit. Keep your hips low, reach your arms up high. Like I said, this is my 4th time. It's a killer sequence, but it's lots of fun. So left hand drops down and reaches towards the back of the right thigh. Reach your right hand up and back, and then we're going to move through a vinyasa between this and Ardha Hanumanasana, or half split. So when you come into the half split, press down and away through your front heel. Straighten the front leg. Right hand reaches back, left elbow goes down towards the left shin. And then back to crescent lunge. Left hand behind your back, right arm high. Come into half split, and then crescent. Half split, and crescent. And one more time like that, half split, crescent. This time come down into your half split. Both arms reach back to start. Reach the top of your head towards the wall in front of you. And then lower your hands down. Relax the back of your left leg. If you can bring your palms down, walk your fingertips in line with your heel. Bend your elbows straight back. Fold. Come up onto your hands, bend the front knee, and walk your left foot out to the side, just enough to get outside of your left shoulder, so both hands are at the center. You'll keep the left knee up towards your left shoulder. It's not going to go out to the side. Press down through the base of your big toe on the left foot, and draw your chest forward. Widen your collarbones. It's a lizard lunge variation. And then if you can go further, come down onto your forearms. Keep reaching your chest forward. Don't do this thing where you like bow down towards the ground. And if you want to go further and add a quad stretch on the back leg, keep the knee in towards your shoulder. Bend your right knee, reach back with your left hand. Draw the right heel in towards your glute. And release. Come back up onto your hands. Tuck your back toes under. Lift your hips and your back knee. We're coming into Ekapada Kundanyasana 2, or flying split. You don't have to do the arm balance if you don't want to. But hand or left hand goes underneath the left leg. You're going to put this leg on over your shoulder like it's a backpack, or at least try for that. And then bend your elbows straight back so your weight is on your hands. Take your left foot out to the side. Hug your heel in towards your glute. Lean your face forward. Lift your back leg. Use your back glute. And maybe kick your left leg forward. If you get there, shift the weight to your left arm. Lower your right toes down. Three-legged dog. There we go. Three-legged dog with the left leg lifted. And then scorpion dog. So bend the top knee. We're going to flip the dog, but not all the way. It's going to be another side plank variation. So shift your weight to your right hand. Come onto your left fingertips. Turn your right heel out to the side and start to lift the right hand away from the mat. So you're stopped halfway between flipping your dog. Maybe start to turn your belly up towards the ceiling. See if you can keep your left foot lifted. And then step the left foot forward. Warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. There we go. All right, another vinyasa. So from Virabhadrasana 2, turn your back toes out so they point towards the back right corner, which is further out than they normally would be. Come into extended side angle with the bottom arm reaching back towards your hips. Top arm overhead. And then to archer. So bend the back knee, turn your left toes up towards the ceiling, draw your bow, and we'll go back and forth. Move through something thick, like syrup. You're moving through something. You have to like push it out of the way with your hands. And then come back to archer. And extended side angle, archer, extended side angle, woo, and archer. All right, come up, straight legs, heel toe your feet in so they're just wider than your hips, and bring your fingertips down. Pivot to the right, 90 degrees. Turn your toes with you, and then turn another 90 degrees to face the left side of your mat. So your legs are crisscrossed like twisty ties. Walk your feet in as far as you need to press the base of your big toes down into the mat. And if you want to add the arms after you fold forward, left hand to your back ankle, right hand to your front ankle. Draw your elbows away from one another. Or to add even more of a twist, look underneath your right armpit up towards the ceiling. I know you can't get a good view of it right now. This is awkward. But when I go to the other side, you'll be able to see the front. Unwind, pivot to the back, and then back to the side. So you're facing the right side of your mat. Bend into your right knee. Maybe walk your left foot forward. It's a skandasana variation. Keep your feet pointed forward. Bring your arms out wide. Hover over your mat. Try to get your breastbone in line with your hips. And if this is okay, keep lowering down. Reach your arms around the right leg, bind. So you're bowing really low here. And then undo your hands, press back up, pivot to face the front edge of the mat. Ardha Chandrasana, or half moon. Left hand reaches forward, right arm high, woo-hoo. Open up. Our floor is really uneven in here too. There's like a hump. And I promise there really is a hump. If you want to bind, bend your top knee, grab from the inside of your top foot, and then kick your foot into your hand and open up towards the ceiling. It's also a shoulder stretch. Release this leg, square yourself with the mat, and then rise up with the right knee lifted. Right peace fingers to the big toe. Take your knee out to the side, and either stay here or start to straighten your leg. Left arm high if you straighten the leg. And then put a bend in the knee. Release your foot down to the mat. Sweep your arms up. Inhale. Fold. Halfway lift. Palms down. Move through chaturanga, up dog or cobra, and downward facing dog. There we go. All right. Right leg high, three-legged dog. And then right knee to left elbow. Side plank on the right side. Left arm lifts up high. If you did it before, left hand behind your head. Put a little bend in your bottom elbow. Dip your hips down. And then lift it back up. Press up. Dip down. And press up. Dip down. Press up. Side plank on the left side. So you're turning. You can take your right hand to your left or to your right big toe and kick the leg up. I hope you can't hear me breathing this whole time. And then step your right foot forward. Lower your left knee down, untuck your toes, crescent lunge. Right hand reaches back towards the back of your left thigh, left hand up and back. And then we'll move into half split or Ardha Hanumanasana. Left hand back, right elbow to the top of the right shin. And then back to crescent lunge. Right hand back, left arm high. Go back and forth. Half split to crescent and half split to crescent. One more time. Half split, crescent, and then bring both arms up. Reach your hands back, come into half split. Lift your chest forward. So it's coming up and forward. Drop your belly button down, and then bring your hands down. Relax the back of the left or the right leg and fold. And then come back up onto your hands, bend the front knee. Your right foot walks out to the outside of the right shoulder. Keep your hips low and your right knee hugged in towards your shoulder. Come down onto your forearms. Reach your chest forward, widen your collarbones. You want a broad chest. And if you did it on the other side, reach back with your right hand, grab the inside of the left foot, draw the left heel in towards your glute, and keep the right knee hugging in. Release the back foot, come up onto your hands, and lift your back knee away from the ground and your hips. Right arm goes underneath the right leg. Your hands are a little wider than hip width distance here. And then bend your elbows back so you can put your weight on your hands. Take your right foot out to the side. Hug your heel in towards your glute. Lean forward. Use your left glute to lift your leg. You're gonna reach your face forward. Once you get there, maybe straighten the right leg, or maybe even shift the weight to the right arm. Step your left foot back. Right leg high, three-legged dog. To scorpion dog. And from scorpion dog, that half flipped dog. So turn your left heel out to the side, weight to your left hand, come onto your right fingertips, and start to turn up towards the ceiling. See if you can keep that back foot lifted. Hug your right heel in towards your glute. And then come back, step your right foot forward, warrior two. Woo! Once we get to warrior two, I'm feeling it. All right. So extended side angle, right arm reaches back, left arm overhead, and then archer. Draw your bow and move through something thick like mud or syrup, whatever works for you. Back to archer, extended side angle to archer, side angle, and archer. Come up, straight legs, walk your feet in, bring your fingertips down, and then pivot to the back of your mat, and then 90 degrees to the left, to the right side of your mat. You want your big toe mounds to be down on the mat, so even if your feet have to get really close together, that's okay. Walk them in. And if you can walk them out wider, even better. All right, so once you're here, you can just fold forward. You can reach right hand to the back ankle, left hand to the front ankle, or to get really wild with it, look underneath your left armpit, twist even deeper. And then release your hands, Turn to face the back edge, and then the left side edge. This time bend into the left knee, shift your weight over to your left leg. Right foot is on the ground, so you're not lifting the bottom of the foot at all. Your toes point towards this left edge of the mat. Arms wide. And if you can lower down even further, go ahead. Keep this bottom of the right foot glued to the mat. Maybe even bind your arms. Keep your chest low. And then hands down, press back up, pivot to the front, half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Right hand reaches forward, left arm and leg high. And if you go for the bind, try the funky bind. So you bend your knee, reach back, grab the inside of your left foot, kick your foot into your hand, and use this as a shoulder stretch so the foot goes up and back and it opens your shoulder up towards the ceiling. Release the bind, square your hips, woo! Try not to do it so fast. Square your hips with this mat, and then rise up with the left knee lifted. Left peace fingers to the left big toe, and you can either stay here, take the left knee out to the side, or right arm high, left leg high. And then lower the left foot down. Reach your arms up, standing back bend. Fold forward. Halfway lift. Step back to downward facing dog. And from downward facing dog, you have options. It's either dolphin, Ardha Pinchamayurasana, or full forearm stand, Pinchamayurasana. I'm going to move to the top of this hill on our floor. Okay, there we go. And if you're going for Pinchamayurasana, make sure that you lift your toes up towards the ceiling. Press your hips forward, use your glutes, and stretch your heels up and back. So you're going in two different directions. Lower down. Lower your knees down. Keep your hips over your knees. Walk your hands forward. Anahastasana, either forehead or chin to the mat. The goal is to get armpits, front of the neck, and chest bone all down on the mat at the same time. Walk your hands back in, knees forward, come down to a seat. And then from your seat, we'll go into another shoulder stretch. So interlace your hands behind you and then turn your palms down to the mat. You're gonna walk your hands back and your hips forward. You can straighten your legs, lift your chest up, let your head drop back. Remember, no pinching sensation in your shoulders. You should not have pain. You want a deep stretch, but no pain. So if you need to, back out of it. If you've got your arms straight and the stretch goes into your elbows rather than your shoulders, then you can also bend your elbows, lower your forearms down, and move from here. Walk your feet in, walk your hands in. All right, and then reach your arms forward, lower down. We'll come into either bridge or wheel. I think everyone knows what a bridge is. It's just this shape with the hips lifted and the back of the shoulders down. For wheel, I Well, not cue wheel so much. If you can do it, come into it. But if you can, straighten your legs and walk your heels in. Reach your chest towards whatever wall is behind your face, or I guess the way you're gazing. Open up your armpits as much as you can. Lift the bottom of your rib cage up towards the ceiling and grip the mat with your fingerprints. Reach the back of your head towards the place between your shoulders. Lower down. Undo your legs. Give yourself a moment. And then plow pose. So legs go overhead, palms down behind you. Walk your feet away from your head. If you can, lower your knees down to the ground. Untuck your toes. Come into a quick shoulder stand. I think that's the first time I've ever said a quick shoulder stand. Usually this is our peak pose. And then curl your knees in towards your chest and slowly roll down onto your back. Send your legs long. Let your toes flop out, palms up. Lengthen the back of your neck and close your eyes. Steady your breath. And let your five senses and the mind that interprets them and all the thoughts that come with it fall away. Just be on your mat right now. All right, thank you all so much for joining me in this virtual yoga world. I'll get the hang of it eventually. I hope to keep posting more videos. I've posted a yoga basics flow as well. And then I'll probably alternate between more of a beginner or all levels class to more of an advanced class. I really enjoy doing these. I hope that you're having a wonderful day and that this brought something to your day to shake things up. I hope that it's good things, but anything is good because the universe brought it to you. So have a great day.